river through the canyon walls. Now these tunnels averaged 4,000 feet long, that's 3/4 of a mile, but more importantly they were dug out 56 feet in diameter, that's as wide as a 4-lane highway, as high as a 5-story building. Lined with 3 feet of concrete, you're currently standing in the original diversion tunnel right about this location. Now working in these tunnels was certainly no easy task. Temperatures could reach 140 degrees. There was continuous drilling, dynamite going on all the time, gasoline-powered trucks and the fumes that they produce coming in and out of the tunnels. However, working 24/7 with as many as 1,500 people, we were able to complete these tunnels in about 18 months. We also built a temporary dam just downstream from the entrance of the tunnels, fairly substantial rock and gravel dam, 550 feet across from one side of the river to the other, 98 feet high, 750 feet thick at its base. With the tunnels completed, the temporary dam in place, we were able to divert the Colorado River around the construction site, dropping it downstream. Now we also had to make sure the river didn't back up to the construction site, built another slightly smaller temporary dam right here. Now we weren't ready to build the big dam yet though, because we still had to get down to bedrock. This actually took almost another 6 months of work while we dug down 135 feet, removing rock and gravel and boulders from the riverbed itself. Finally, on June 6, 1933, at exactly 11:26 a.m. in the morning, poured the first bucket of concrete for the dam itself. Now the dam is built in interlocking blocks, and as we filled each of these blocks with concrete, we laid down a network of 1-inch steel pipe. Once a block was totally filled with concrete, we ran chilled water, 37 degrees, through these pipes for up to 72 hours for the initial cooling and curing of the concrete. Then we filled these pipes with grout. Now there is no structural steel or rebar any place in this dam. However, there is 584 miles of grout-filled 1-inch cooling pipe. With the dam completed, we blocked up the 4 diversion tunnels, allowing the river to build up behind the dam. Running water both through and around the power plant took about 6.5 years to fill the reservoir. We know it, of course, today as Lake Mead. It is the largest reservoir by volume in the United States. Now, we weren't through with the diversion tunnels. Over the top of the 2 outer tunnels, we built a spillway or overflow on each side of the dam, dropping those spillways right down into the original diversion tunnels. So far, we've only had to use the spillways one time, back in 1983, when by mid-year it became quite obvious we were simply going to have too much water in the reservoir. Started running water over the spillways, continued for 66 days. We also have 4 towers in the reservoir. They're called intake towers. This is where the water actually enters the power plant. Towers themselves, 395 feet tall. Go inside one of these towers, drop down 125 feet, you come to a 30-foot diameter pipe or penstock. The water pours into these pipes. The pipes turn, come inside the canyon walls, hooking up with 13-foot diameter pipes to take water to each individual turbine. Now we're standing right on top of a 30-foot diameter pipe that takes water to 4 of the turbine generators on the Nevada side of the power plant. That means as much as 96,000 gallons per second of water could flow through this huge pipe. Now we do call this a concrete arch gravity dam. The gravity, 6.6 million tons of concrete. This dam weighs more than the largest pyramid in Egypt. The arch is the curvature of the dam as you see it here in the diagram. Now with an arch gravity dam, you don't actually have to attach the dam anywhere. The sheer weight of the dam and the riverbed, plus the water pressure pushing on the arch, forces the sides of the dam firmly against the canyon walls, holds the dam in place. Now we think it's a good idea that we have a dam here that's not attached anywhere and free to move around a little bit, because occasionally the earth moves here. Nevada as a state is 3rd behind California and Alaska. Total amount of seismic activity. We have 8 known earthquake faults in the Las Vegas area. 1 runs right underneath the Colorado River. Now we are going back to the elevators. Give me a couple of seconds to get the doorway so I can lead us all back, please. Thank you.